Hi guys, in today's episode of Precious Kitchen, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a plantain frittata. It is so good. It is the ultimate combination of plantain and eggs. It is perfect for breakfast or for brunch or any time of the day you want to eat this. So delicious. So let me walk you guys through the ingredients we need and then we can get cooking. So you need plantains, of course, and for my plantain frittata I love to use plantains that are overripe. Look, if your plantain just started getting ripe, don't use it because it's going to be hard. It's not going to be nice and soft. I love using plantains that are overripe because they'll be nice and soft in the frittata. My mouth is watering already. Okay, you need eggs, of course. These are 6 eggs. I'm using organic eggs. You need 1.5 cups of sausage. This is chicken sausage and this is already cooked sausage that I just chopped. Then 1 large Roma tomato chopped, 1 large green bell pepper chopped, 3 or half a cup of chopped onion, 3 garlic cloves which I just chopped, tried to chop them finely. Then I have a teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder. Right here I have 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using corn oil. You could use any oil you like. We're going to need about 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. I'm going to be using freshly ground white pepper, but you could just go with white pepper powder if you have. Then some salt. Over here I have my pan with oil that I've put up to about 2 inches and I'm going to let that start heating up. Put on my stove. My stove is refusing to come on. Okay, it came on. So I'm going to leave that to heat up on high. While that is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and peel our plantains. And if you're not familiar with plantains, peeling the ripe version is just so easy. You just make a line from one end to the other. Then you just, it comes off. You just peel it. It comes off really easily. I know I grew up with plantains, but some people are really not familiar with plantains. So these are like brothers to bananas. Just going to peel this guy here. The peeling on the side. Peel the other one. Okay, now that we have our plantains all peeled, I'm just going to chop them. Now we are going to let our oil heat up, then we can fry the plantains and proceed with our frittata. So guys, our oil has heated up and I'm just going to put our plantains in there. That only took about 5 minutes to heat up on high, and I'm putting the plantains one at a time because I don't want them to stick together. They love pairing up in the oil. I'm going to put 1 slice at a time, and these plantains are going to cook in this oil for only about 4 minutes. You don't want to over fry them because when we make our frittata, the plantains are going to cook further in the oven, so no need to over fry them, because if they cook further for so long in the oven, they are going to gain a lot of color. So if you start off with plantains that are too brown, they are going to look dark and that will not be so visually appealing. Okay guys, I'm just going to flip our plantains now. As you can see, they don't have too much color and that is totally okay. So I'm just going to flip them to the other side. Let them cook for about 2 more minutes. Then I'm going to remove them from the oil and place on a paper towel. Time to take off the plantains. As you can see, they are not quite brown and that is totally okay because they are going to cook further. Just going to take them out. Then I'll turn off the heat. I have this burner on medium, so I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of oil into my skillet here. I'm going to let that heat up for 2 minutes. Our oil heated up, so I'm just going to put in our onion. Into sizzle. Then our garlic. Then I'm going to give this stir. So I just let the onion and the garlic cook in the oil for 2 minutes until they are nice and fragrant. Then I add in the tomatoes. So this will just cook in here for another 2 minutes. Our tomatoes are looking good, so let's add in that chicken sausage. Just give it nice stir. It smells so good in here already. Now just let that in for about 2 minutes too. 2 minutes everything. Okay guys, I'm going to add our bell peppers. And that, like the other ingredients, is just going to stir in the oil for about 2 minutes. While that is in there, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. Then just give this a nice mix. Now if you love heat, feel free to slice a habanero, scotch bonnet pepper, you know, and throw in here. I'm not going to do that. Okay guys, that is looking perfect. So we are going to turn off the heat. Okay guys, now oh my god. Just to note here that I have 7 eggs actually, not 6 eggs as I said at the beginning. That was probably pregnancy brain at work. Okay, 7 eggs in here. I'm just going to whisk them. I'm going to add a teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder. Now if you don't have chicken bouillon powder, you could substitute this with any stock cube you like. That's 4 grams, the small stock cubes that are 4 grams per cube. So but I'm going with a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Put it in there. That's perfect. So I'm just going to add our epic mixture in here. I'll wake up early in the morning for this breakfast. Okay, I'm just going to just slightly whisk that in to combine. Okay guys, I have a pie plate here which I just put about half a teaspoon of oil in there. I'm going to brush it around because we are going to put our mixture in here and bake. Now I also have my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Good. Then this guy is going to go in here. So we're just going to put that. Look at that. So good. Now it's time for the plantains to join the party. So I'm just going to take those nice soft plantains and I'm just going to lay them over this egg mixture. So guys, our oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just going to put this guy carefully in here. Now that is going to bake for 35 minutes. At the end, the egg is going to be set. It's going to be so good. I cannot wait to show you guys what it looks like. Okay guys, our frittata is all done. As you can see, the plantains have some color. You see that they are darker than they were when we put them in the oven. That's because of all that time in the oven. So it's very important that you don't start off with plantains that are already brown, you know. Start off with plantains that are very light in color because they are going to gain more color in the oven. So I'm just going to cut this. Oh, before I cut, another thing is, If your egg is not set in the middle, after 35 minutes, just turn off the oven and then let the frittata stay in there for about 5 to 10 more minutes. Then you can take it out. So I'm just going to cut a slice for myself. There. I have some parsley here, so that's for a garnish. You could just sprinkle that, just chop some parsley and sprinkle on top for a nice garnish. Makes it look pretty. Okay, let's give it a try. Look at all those vegetables with the sausage and the plantains on top. This is a dream. Going to, the egg is nice and moist, seasoning is perfect, the sausage gives it a meaty texture. The sweetness of the plantains pairs so well with the savoriness of the rest of the ingredients. It is just so good to die for. So guys, that's it for today's video. If you loved the video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you've not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. For the full recipe, be sure to check out my blog, preciouscore.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.